me and my sister would just be left in the circus tent for, just hours and hours. My parents will refute that. They didn't leave us there for hours. It felt like hours. It was probably like half an hour. Hi, I'm Maisie Peters, and these are my firsts for NME. I think the first artist I fell in love with was ABBA. I had an ABBA Gold CD in my family car, and me and my sister used to ask for it to be constantly played. My favourite ABBA song is One of Us. I don't know if that was on rotation back then. I am a Mamma Mia fan, for sure. My sister's a big Mamma Mia fan. I haven't seen Mamma Mia 2, which I know is blasphemy, and I'm sorry, Cher, if she's watching. I'm sure she is. She's a big fan. I apologise, but I will get around to it. I just have seen no films ever in my life. This is a whole other conversation. I've seen The Meg twice and nothing else. The first CD I ever bought, there's a couple that come to mind. I think I brought the Ting Tings CD. And I also remember, this is not a CD I bought, but it is a funny story. I got really into My Chemical Romance, and I asked my dad to buy me a My Chemical Romance CD, and he, very sweet man, bought me a My Dying Bride CD, which is very different. So I tried, I really tried, and I respect My Dying Bride. It wasn't My Chemical Romance, but I think the Ting Tings I'd go for, or I had a lot of Now That's What I Call Music as well. That was a big thing. Or the Sugar Babes. Sorry, I have a lot of options, but I remember buying that as well. I really remember owning the Vaccines t-shirt, because I went to see them at Player Festival, and I really remember the t-shirt, which is cool because I've now worked with some of the Vaccines. I've worked with Justin from the Vaccines, and he's the nicest man. And I did tell him that I'd been to see his band many times, and I also told him the story of when I went to see his band with a friend of mine when we were in year 9, and this friend of mine bought a backpack full of hot cross buns, and they did get taken by security. And my friend was very sad, and I told Justin that story as well. I don't know if he found it as funny as I did, but it felt important to share. My first ever job was a busker. I've always only been singing for money, to varying degrees of success. But I was a busker when I was 14 or 15 in Brighton. I always walk past it when I'm in Brighton, because I was sort of in all the locations that people still busk, so by Brighton Library, on the seafront, in the lanes. So I see people there if I'm there all the time, which is really cool. I feel like it's always good karma to tip a busker. I was in a band in secondary school with some of my friends, and we took ourselves very seriously. I cannot tell you the band name, like literally on pain of death. We did this thing where we would sing 2 songs just over the top of each other. Instead of a mashup, it was just all at once, which was an interesting method. I'm not sure anyone's done it since. It's probably for the best, but yeah, it was good fun, and we did loads of gigs. I think because we were kind of good, and we also looked quite young. I think we did like a lot of random gigs. We would like sing at proms. It was very fun. The first gig I ever went to, I went to see The X Factor, as all good teenage girls did. But I don't want to say that as my main answer, because I feel like that's not as fun. So I'm gonna say that, but I also went to see an All Time Low show with my dad and my friend in Brixton Academy. And it was very fun. And now I'm relatively good friends. That's a weird way to say that. I'm friends with Alex and Jack from that band, which is so cool, because that was like they were like my childhood obsession, and they're very sweet. I went to quite a few festivals as a kid. My parents liked festivals. I don't think I could tell you the name, but I remember definitely me and my sister would my parents will not like me sharing this memory. Me and my sister would just be left in the circus tent for, just hours and hours. My parents will refute that. They didn't leave us there for hours. It felt like hours. It was probably like half an hour. And I remember we had to choose a band name for this activity, and me and my sister chose the Scissor Sisters, and they were like, that already exists, and I was really upset. So that's a memory I have. But we went to a lot of festivals as kids, and my parents loved music, so we were kind of always in different places. Well, there was one called Sandcastles, which I wrote in 2008 or in 2009, which I know because I found the notebook. I don't remember how it went. It was about the sand. I was 9, to be fair. And then there was another one. I do remember a lot of the songs that I wrote when I was like 12, 13. Like, they kind of weirdly come back into my mind. But yeah, there was one called something to do with leaves. It was like, search for me, I've been hidden by the leaves. The trees have been caught, like, I actually could sing you that whole chorus. I won't. It wasn't very good, but I remember being really proud of it. I told my manager that if my album goes top 10, I'm gonna buy a G-Wagon. Because I just passed my driving test. I'm probably not gonna buy a G-Wagon, but a girl can dream.